welcome to another video with THiNC Institute of Design. How are you all doing? Did the UCEED result treat you properly or is it a mixed feeling? No worries, we got you. Let's see what to be done after getting the result and also the admission process into the IITs. We'll be also dealing with few regularly asked questions. Let's move into the video. As we know that UCEED is one of the straightforwardest admission process, even though their exams are finger cracking. Their admission process is very simple and straightforward. Let's see what are the new updates they have brought into their admission process for 2024. As we know, IIT had added a new campus to the list, which is IIT Roorkee. So we all had a confusion how many seats have been allotted for Roorkee. So they have also updated that, which is IIT Roorkee is here with 20 seats, and in additional to it, IIT Hyderabad is here with 26 seats. So that which makes the total number of seats into 225. Comparing to last year, the seats have been increased, so the chances of us getting into IITs is also increased, which is a positive note in it. At the end of this page, you will have an option of clicking into candidate portal. Once you click into the candidate portal, you will be directed into a page where you will have the login. When you click into login, you will be asked to give your login details, which is your mail ID and password. Once you give your mail ID and password, you will be directed to a page like this where you can see your result. In there, you will have an option of downloading your scorecard, where you can download your scorecard. You should download your scorecard before 12th of June, because after 12th of June, your scorecards won't be available for downloading. And your scorecard and your results are different. Result is where you can see all your marks, and scorecard is which you have to go submit it physically in the college. So you have to have a download scorecard. So make sure you download your scorecard before 12th of June. So this is how your scorecard will look like. This is a scorecard of a candidate who is a OBC category. If you have a category rank, you will be having 3 ranks here, which is your All India rank, your open rank and your category rank. So if you are a candidate with a category rank, your category rank is what will be considered to see in which colleges you are eligible to get into it. So these are the important dates or the schedule they are planned for 2024 academic year. So the first one is on 14th of March is when your application starts, and your application dates end by 31st of March, and you will be having 3 rounds, which will be starting from 10th of April and ending at 10th of June. After the 3rd round, if there are unfilled seats, there will be 2 supplementary rounds. 2 supplementary rounds is not mandatory. If in the first round itself all the seats are filled, they'll close it by then. And make sure you download your scorecard by 12th of June. After 12th of June, your scorecards won't be available. So now let's look into the eligibility criteria into IITs. I know UCEED doesn't have any eligibility criteria. Any stream people can write UCEED, but there are eligibility criteria into the IITs. So which are these? IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Hyderabad takes any stream people, but IIT Guwahati and IIT Roorkee takes only with people who has mandatory PCM as their subject. When it comes to IIT Jabalpur, they takes candidates with mandatory PCM or PCB. So these are the eligibility criteria to get into IIT. So look into that very carefully and see which all IITs you are eligible considering your 12th stream, and then keep your preferences into colleges. After getting an idea in which IITs you are eligible into it by comparing your stream, now you can check your category rank with the previous year category rank to see which all IITs you can get into it, and you can keep your preferences accordingly. We have the round 3 rank lists of 2023, but if you could get the supplementary rounds category list, it will be little more accurate for you to guess, but no problem. I'll give you an example how to compare, so it will be helpful for you. So let's see how to compare. If you are a candidate of OBC category with a category rank 40 and you want to get into IIT Bombay, let's see how to compare it. We have IIT Bombay in the list, in the number 1 list, and considering you as an OBC candidate, here we'll be checking the closing ranking of the round 3. So the closing ranking of IIT Bombay was 14 last year. So there are less chance of you getting into IIT Bombay. So let's see what other IITs you have in options. So we have IIT Guwahati with a closing rank of 48. We have IIT Hyderabad with a closing rank of 49. We have triple IIT DM Jabalpur with 76. So these are the 3 IITs which you have chances in getting in. This year we also have an addition, one more campus, which is IIT Roorkee. So there are chances of you getting into IIT Roorkee also. So this is how you compare your category rank and the previous year category rank. We have done the comparison by using the closing rank of UCEED 2023 round 3. For even more accuracy, you can refer to the supplementary round. And if you think after referring to it, if you think there are less chance for you to get into IITs, you can apply for the result sharing institutes. You can see the result sharing institutes here. You can also see the result sharing institutes in the UCEED's website. And considering it, we have CEP and B.Des admission going on now. B.Des has started their B.Des program from this year. The admission for CEP is going on. This is our CEP's official website. You can find the link in the description box. There are totally 80 number of seats in CEP, and the last date for the application is 15th of April. And when it comes to B.Des, it is 30th March. So when you apply for your IITs, do consider applying for the result sharing institutes also. Keep them also in your option when you apply for your colleges. We THiNC Institute provide you with both architecture and design entrance coaching classes. We have weekend batch, repeaters batch and crash batch. For admissions and any queries, call us on 8086 111 So now let's look into the frequently asked questions since the day the admission process have been started. The first one is, I've got 26 rank in OBC category. Will I get into IIT Delhi? So let's see how to check if you would get into IIT Delhi. So we have IIT Delhi here and OBC category. And the person have got 26 in their category rank. So the last year's closing rank for IIT Delhi was 34 and you are eligible to get into IIT Delhi. Moving on to the next question, we have a similar question like the first one. This candidate belongs to ST category, has secured 18th rank and would like to know if he or she would get into IIT Guwahati or IIT Bombay. So let's see if there is chance for them to get into IIT Guwahati or IIT Bombay. So we have IIT Bombay here, IIT Guwahati here and ST category here. So last year's IIT Bombay's closing rank was 3 and Guwahati closing rank was 14. Considering that since that he or she has secured 18th rank, they have less chance into getting into IIT Bombay and IIT Guwahati. Let's see which other IIT they have chance to get in. So we have triple IT DM with 26 closing rank. So there are chance for this candidate to get into triple IT DM Jabalpur. Let's see what is the next question. So the next question is that I've got 350 rank in open category. Which IIT will I get? So let's check which IIT this candidate will get into. So we have open rank here and checking on the closing ranks of IIT Bombay, Delhi, Guwahati, Hyderabad and Jabalpur. There are less chance for this candidate to get into any IITs. So you can try into the result sharing institutes. So let's see what is the next question asked. Which are the result sharing colleges available this year? To check the result sharing colleges, you can visit the official website of UCEED. They have clearly mentioned what all the result sharing colleges are there for this year. Moving on to the next question, what is the procedure to get admission to IITs after UCEED results? So that is what we are going to discuss next. So let's see what is the admission procedure. When you get into the official website of UCEED, you will have an announcement like this. In that you have to click on this click here. So once you click on this click here, you will be directed to a page like this where you will have 8 steps to be followed for your admission process. In that the first step is admission criteria. Once you click on admission criteria, you will be directed to a page where you can see the criteria for admission. We all know that UCEED don't have a stream criteria to write exam, but getting into IIT colleges there is stream criteria. IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Hyderabad accept any stream people, but IIT Guwahati, IIT Roorkee accept only people with PCM as mandatory, and triple IDM Jabalpur accept people with PCM and PCB mandatory. So moving on to next, we have the second step, that is seat metrics. So which we have already seen in the beginning. We have totally 225 seats this year, and you can see how many seats are allocated for which category in this. So moving on to next, the third step is to verify your UCEED details, which is this. When you click on verify, you will be directed to a page like this. It's a form where you have to fill all your details according to your scorecard. There will be details given in your scorecard. You have to see that and give correctly what all the details they have asked. So if you have any issue regarding that, you can contact UCEED's help desk. You can find this number in the description box also. So moving on to next, we have the application status. So in this application status, if you click on fill form, you will be directed to the form. in which you can check all your details given, and you can also add the additional details which have been asked. After that is done, you can save your personal information and proceed to the next one, in which you will be asked to fill your academics details, that is which board you have done your 12th and all that. After giving all your academics detail, you can save and proceed. By proceeding, you can go and select your IIT preferences. You can give multiple preferences. Once that is done, you will be directed to a next page where you can see your IIT preferences here in the left. And once that is all done, you have to upload your documents. Your documents shouldn't be more than 500 KB. You have to upload your documents as PDF. So these are the documents which you have to scan and upload. The total application fee of the registration will be 4,000 rupees. Once all that is done, and if you have any queries or your application process is not done, your payment is lagging, you can contact UCEED Help Desk or you can reach them out to their mail ID. I hope I've addressed all your queries regarding the admission process. If you have any further doubts, do feel free to call us on 8086111933, and also follow us on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe our English and Malayalam channel. This is Annie signing off from THiNC Institute of Design.